Sustainable consumption for me is the rational use of our resources, water, energy, forest, and biodiversity. But to avoid this technical explanation, I will say that it is to use things and keep them last for decades. It is to live simply so that others may better live, the next generation. I know this will not be the same approach for someone elsewhere in a different country, in a different situation. And what do we need for happiness? Having more, having less, or try to make the balance between the two and help each other.
My name's Jen, and this is my house on Galliano Island. I live in a beautiful forest in the trees, and we have animals and a big garden, and live kind of a simple life, different than living in the city for sure. Living on a small island like Galliano, there's really limited resources for water because, there's only so much that we can have. And so even in simple things like brushing your teeth, you always make sure to turn off the tap in between, and really it just makes you aware that like in the summertime, sometimes there's not much water, and you have to really be careful because you know that your well might go dry. And then what do? People in the city just take it for granted that there'll always be as much water as they want. And we have to really watch what we use because it affects our everyday life if we don't have water. In the city, I think you can get so wrapped up in the buzz and the craziness of urban life that you maybe forget what the root of everything is. And I think that's one of the main things that I'm grateful for, is that I really have been taught to appreciate what we have and know how to use it without really draining the Earth's resources. Well, we've all got to survive on the amount of water that the planet can supply us with, and I mean, so many people don't have a fresh water supply, and it's really important to appreciate that we do have good water here too, and it's the basis of all life, basically. Without water, there's nothing. The way I live is, I think, simpler than a lot of people, and I think some people find it kind of weird that I don't have electricity, or I have to light the wood stove to get hot water for a bath, or things like that seem to go without saying for a lot of people. I have to think about, and it's more complicated, but to me it's worth it because I feel better about the way I live.
My name is James. I think our water resources is very important to all of us. It does not help our cause with all of these big boats and garbage that are polluting our waters. And what is the most necessary to humans in the wilderness, we are tearing it all apart for commercial use instead of using it conservatively. The youth of tomorrow have the power to make a difference in the world today.
For me, globally, sustainable consumption is a sustainable life with love, family, friends, the basic, community sharing. We should always try to find the connection on our life cycle. Always try to preserve this beautiful nature which we don't own. It is our heritage. It is our life. It is our future. Let's all think about this and try our best to think about the next generation, the youth of tomorrow.
when people waste water.